What is up, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube vlog. So today, a little bit different. I am going to take you through a mic'd up upper body session. Woo! I train upper body, like a full upper body day once a week. So this is a very rare occasion that you guys are getting me on an upper body session. So I'm going to bring you through what an average upper body day looks like as a bikini competitor. I also have a little bit of news. I am 5.5 weeks out this week. So I had an idea I was going to go for an earlier show, but we weren't 100% sure on dates, things like that. But we have got a show date locked in, which I will share over the next few weeks. But yeah, we literally went from being like 9 weeks out to like 6 weeks out or something like that, like in the space of a week. So that has been very exciting. So without further ado, let's get this session started. So something I see with this exercise is I've seen it been done quite badly before. What you want to think about is don't think about trying to bring your arm up, because the second you start to think about bringing your arm up, you're going to engage more of your traps. Oh, jeez, I'm hitting the mic. You're going to engage more of your traps. You don't want to engage your traps, so we're trying to hit the medial delt, so the side delt here. So think about, imagine someone who's like pushing your elbow down and you're trying to push them away. That's what you want to think about. When you're on the cables, you want to think about almost dragging your fist across the floor. So again, you're thinking of that outwards and down motion. You're keeping that tension all in the side delt. For any unilateral work, so any like one-sided work, I always start with my weaker side first. And also I like to give a little bit of rest in between each side. Not a huge amount of rest, but just a little bit, so that you're not going into the other side already fatigued. The reason that I say to start with your weaker side first is because when you go into the set with your first, like when you're fresh, you're going to have the most amount of energy. So you want to put that energy towards your weaker side as opposed to working on a side that's already where it needs to be. So you can see here, there's a common theme. I really like leopard. It's my favourite print. My pose in bikini is leopard. Lift and straps are leopard. I'm wearing leopard. I'm basically leopard. I also have a leopard print tattoo. Big fan of leopard. It's actually because my granny loved leopard print, and me and my granny were really, really close. So every time that I wear leopard or I see leopard, it just reminds me of her. Yeah, my granny was a very glamorous woman. So if I can aspire to be half as glamorous as she was, even in the gym, I feel like I'm onto a good thing. But anyway, here's second exercise in shoulder press. I enjoy this because it's tough. Anything overhead is going to be tough. It's going to be hard, but I'm actually quite lucky. This lift has actually progressed quite well, to be honest. But obviously, like some of the reps have dropped off. I think I've lost maybe like 2 or 3 reps in total, which is normal considering that I'm like 8 or 9 kilo lighter. like I haven't got as much mass to push forward. So yes, you will see that like you are going to get a little bit weaker in the gym, but once your intensity is matched and your intention is matched, that is the main thing they should be focusing on going into their session. Okay, now we are moving into some back exercises. First things first, bikini girls, you still need to train your back. Okay, yeah, we don't show our back, but if you don't have any back definition, you're not going to get that taper into the waist, which is what they're looking for from the back pose. From the front pose, like, you need to have that lat to waist taper, so train your back. The main cue I'm going to give you for back training is think about pulling your elbow into your hip. Think of your hands as just hooks. Also these straps, I suppose you'd call them. Best thing ever. I spoke about these last prep as well. Game changer, especially if you're a girl who likes long nails. Just makes life a lot easier. But yeah, do your back work, bikini gals. Otherwise, you're not going to have that hourglass shape. If you've learned anything from the past Olympias, what does Tyler Mannion keep talking about? Shape, shape, shape. If you're not lifting heavy, if you're not training in the way that you need to, you're not going to have that shape. What's going on, guys? It is the next day. It is Friday the 13th. So I am officially 5 weeks and 1 day out from my first show of the season this year. So you would have seen my check-in from it yesterday. So weight came down 0.6 since my previous check-in, which would have been Sunday. So 0.6 down in 4 days. Very happy with this. So we made no changes. Honestly, like, this is the smoothest prep that I've had. That's not to say that like it hasn't been difficult, because it has been difficult. Any prep you go into, it's going to be a bit of a push. It's going to be a bit of a challenge. But overall, I'm really happy with how things are moving. We're definitely starting to see like more of that bikini shape come through. So really now what we're looking to see is a little bit more fat loss, especially from the back. So you need to have a glute to ham tie-in that is starting to come in, like those, that like diamond shape glute is basically what we're looking for. That's starting to come in. Also like a few bits off like my back is always the last to come in, not even like my lower back, just like my general back is always the last to come in, and a little bit more off the hips. But again, like for females, that's generally where we hold most of our body fat, is around our hips. So just patiently waiting for that to come down. But yeah, like I said, overall I'm really happy with how things are moving, and I'm actually really happy that we decided to go for an earlier show as well. Yeah, it just means that I went from being like 9 weeks out to like 6 weeks out very quick, which was actually, it was nice to be honest, because I've been in prep now for like 11 weeks. I'm in a good groove, and I just feel that if we were to go for another 9 weeks, I might die. Not like as in like, obviously we would have diet breaks, we'd have refeeds and things like that in between, but I do feel like going for the earlier show, like let's just jump in, and then that still gives us time then from the shows that we originally had planned for the back end of the year to be able to make changes based on what we see on stage. So yeah, like I said, I'm buzzing. My plan now for the rest of the day is, so it is currently 10 to 10. So I am going to bring the dog out for a walk, just a short walk. I'm going to grab a coffee, and yeah, I'm just going to then go train, chill out then for the rest of the day, and then start getting my shit together for packing, because I'm actually going to Bulgaria on Wednesday, and it's a super early flight. Our flight leaves at like 6:25 or something like that, so very, very early. So I need to get my shit together and start packing for that, and just kind of seeing like what clothes I have to wear, what actually fits at this point, because I've just been living in like my gym gear and pajamas basically. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the video off here because I'm cautious. I don't want to make the videos too long, but I still want to provide like quality content. So the next vlog will be something different. I want to bring you through like what I'm going to be packing, things like that for going away, and also how to prep while you're away. Also, on another note, a little bit of a separate note, so the hotel that we have booked for Bulgaria, we actually were going to cancel the whole holiday because it just hasn't got great reviews. The reviews are really bad, so people were saying like they were getting robbed in the reception, that like there's fights constantly. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. It's also all inclusive, but a lot of people have mentioned that the food is like inedible, so that's gonna be really fun. But yeah, I'll bring you guys along for the ride. But also I feel like by me being on prep on holidays, it's going to give you a really good idea like how you can actually manage things. Not that you have to be like as strict as I'm going to be, but how you can still manage things. You can go away, you can have a good time, and not come back and feel like you're literally starting from scratch, because who the fuck wants that? Coming back from holidays is depressing enough as is. Why would you want to come back feeling fat? I know I wouldn't. So yeah, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to bring the dog out for a walk. I'm probably going to put about 3,000 layers on me because it is Baltic. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will catch you guys in the next one.